Hi everybody, Pat Moody with another episode of Moody on the Move, our way of venturing into the community to go behind the scenes of great companies and organizations in our region to get the scoop on who they are, and what they're up to, and how they got to where they are today. Today we take you to the growing home of our major underwriter, Campbell Ford in Niles. Moody on the Move is made possible by our friends at Campbell Ford in Niles, where you will find that the best bottom line is always at the state line. You can watch this episode also anytime online at moodyonthemove.com. When Doug Campbell first opened the doors to his dealership here nearly 50 years ago, he did so intent on providing residents of our region with Ford sales and service that they could trust. He's still at it today, and he's joined us for a bit of the rest of the story today. So, Doug, thanks for being here, first and foremost, and being a major part of our show every time, and for Ford customers as well for decades. So, walk us through your progress over the years. You've made a lot.
We have, and 50 years is a long time, and I would have been in grade school at that time. So, my father started the business in the mid-'70s. It was actually in Buchanan, and he had worked for Ford Motor Company corporate office in Indianapolis, but always knew that the dealership side was the business that he enjoyed. So that is how we began, and we moved to Niles in 1983, and it's been uphill ever since.
So you just keep making progress and getting bigger and better.
Yes, sir.
Taking care of business.
For sure.
Excellent. Well, while your marketing promises always that the best bottom line is always right here at the state line, the impact that you bring to the community is also very special here in the region. So tell us a bit about the team's passion for community involvement.
Well, we have a lot of people here with different charities that they would like to support. So we do our best to support as many as we can. Much of it has to do with cancer charity. I have a personal affinity for animal rescue, and South Bend Animal Resource Center and the Humane Society of Berrien County are two of my favorites. We also do food trucks, fill the F-150 for Christmas, Toys for Tots, a multitude of different sporting events for children, baseball, and softball type of things.
So it's very important to not only you as a company, but to everybody that works in the company and your customers and everybody else. So
absolutely, for sure.
That's awesome.
It's a big part of who we are.
Exactly. It's part of the DNA here, right?
For sure.
Well, Austin Davey is also here with us today, representing the back-of-house operations here at Campbell Ford and Niles in the service department. I love the support that your company has here for the career and technical education programming in the region by aligning with the schools. So explain a little bit about what you do for the high school students in that realm.
Yeah, so we work personally with 3 of the local high schools that have shop classes. We go in and have meetings with schools, give them ideas to better the program to prepare the kids for their career. We also do some different donations where if we have extra supplies and stuff that we can donate to help them learn, we can do that. We had 2 Ford Focuses last year that we were actually able to donate to Buchanan and the Niles schools. It's a newer vehicle that's out of the 90s vehicles that a lot of them had. They gave them really something up to date to learn on.
And, you know, there's nothing better for kids who want to work with their hands than to have those hands-on opportunities that you're able to bring to them.
Yes.
So I've always loved career and technical education because it teaches kids that just don't necessarily want to go out and be a scholar.
Correct. And it gives us the opportunity
to. Wage.
Yeah, because we get a couple of them that actually come in and work in our shop as high school students. They get a head start onto their career before they actually get out of school.
So it's almost like an internship.
Yes,
if you
yes,
will.
that they get paid for.
Well, buying a new car or truck can be both an exciting time, but it can also be anxious for a lot of folks. A lot of people don't like the whole process. Some people love that whole process. Your track record here, Doug, of customer service is pretty much legendary. Give us a peek behind the curtain at what you do to create that best bottom line here at the state line.
Well, one of the unique facets of this particular dealership is that we are a single location owned by a single family. Okay. And in a corporate world, that is becoming more and more rare. Many of the stores around us are corporately owned and therefore have a lot of corporate expense and corporate bloat. We are just here at this location, and we are able to offer pricing that is typically better.
That's awesome. You know, anytime you can deal with family operations over quote unquote, the big box.
Yes, for sure.
It's very rewarding for the customer.
Absolutely. And I am a product of Southwest Michigan. I went to high school here, went to college in Kalamazoo. I know this area better than anybody else who could possibly run the store. So I'm pretty in tune with our customers' needs.
Well, and obviously it's working because you just keep getting bigger and better all the time. So that's awesome. Well, anybody who happens to be in the neighborhood here on South 11th Street at the right time of the morning gets an interesting and impressive chance to see the daily rollout of your mobile services team, which I think is totally unique to our region. So, Austin, explain that program for us, and also about the unique aspect that you have here of on-site a full-service body shop.
Absolutely. So our mobile service department on its own is quite frankly amazing. We go and touch about 600 people's at their doorsteps on a month-to-month basis, whether it be for recalls or oil changes, but it gives them the opportunity to stay home in what we like to call U-mode, so they don't have to leave the house. They can stay home with their kids, do their job, whatever it may be. We've grown from 1 vehicle to 4, and really it's been awesome. Give more people in the community jobs with us, then again, help the community with their vehicles. Body shop wise is another amazing perk. We work with just about every insurance company in the area. All of our guys are ICAR certified, so they are very knowledgeable, and jobs come out perfect every time.
Gotta love that. Well, folks, you don't have to take our word for all of this. You can simply fire up your browser and check out the full inventory of every new and used vehicle on the lot here at CampbellFordNiles.com, as well as details on every service that's available in the house, or better yet, make your way here to 2801 South 11th Street in Niles. Take a test drive and see for yourself why they pledge that the best bottom line is always at the state line. Today's episode of Moody on the Move, and every episode for that matter, is made possible by these great folks here at Campbell Ford and Niles, where the best bottom line is always at the state line. Remember, too, you can rewatch this show or any other edition of Moody on the Move anytime at moodyonthemove.com. And we'll see you next time we take Moody on the Move.